and the radio is on. But look, number 45. And you see, it's going overseas. We've actually converted it over to 220. We got our transformer that's converted it. You know, I'm going to turn that radio off. And
why? The radio is so nicely drowning out the sound of your voice.
the radio.
Some of us have to work. Can we get back to this, please?
Okay, look. Here it is. WATERWORLD. This is unbelievable because this is number 45. Now this one has some new stuff that our master craftsman Tony has come up with.
That's what they're calling it now?
The master craftsman. Is it that master craftsman? I like that. I like the sound. What? Who? Wallace. What? I don't think that air hose back there is on.
There's a culprit.
Oh my God, Wallace, you are a mess. He's trying to be quiet. You can
He's trying to
walk
work
in front of us, Wallace. You can walk in front of us.
No.
It's not going to hurt it.
Anyway,
everybody loves Wallace. That's why people watch the videos.
I've been dying to say this line since the last WATERWORLD.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
I'm sorry.
that
Look,
gag
Tony,
is as old as you are.
It is old. Well, we only used it one other time. On the last WATERWORLD. Tony, can you point out the wonders of this machine?
The wonder.
Go ahead.
Just a few different things. Added a couple lights, one underneath here. There was
A
never a light
new
bulb
bulb.
under there. New bulb. We got a couple new ones underneath this plastic here. That was never lit. So
Blue bulbs.
Blue bulbs. Back here, high intensities, and I added two bendies.
you go down?
I don't know if you can see the bendies to
Okay.
light up where it says dry land.
That bendy is shining on dry land. Bring the camera up.
You want to work the camera? Or you want me to?
Okay.
And then, of course, our standard 3 blues back here underneath the
Yes,
water ramp.
you've done those before.
Yep.
We've been doing them now. I guess this is the 4th or 5th one. And you also
And then
came
I-
up with this idea.
Lighting with a bulb here, and this bulb here, a nice bendy
It's
blue,
a bulb.
lights up the whole water ramp.
And look, we also did this. Steve Young still has them. Brand new decals here. So these blue are new stick-on decals that stick on the clear ramp. The clear ramps look like perfect. Now, we did one thing else on this that we've never done before to a WATERWORLD. And Tony, would you like to tell me about the hell you went through on that?
We've moved the factory mylar that was on the entire playfield. Went from all the way up here by the D's and all the way down to here. So this whole playfield.
It was covered with factory mylar.
Factory
And you know,
mylar.
the mylar was still pretty nice.
Yeah.
But our customer was shipping this overseas. Is it going to...
Don't look at me.
Oh, it's Australia. I forget. I should really dedicate this. Here, it's dedicated to this man. Okay, good.
Jesus, sorry. Anyway.
We're just so busy. We're
Yes.
so busy, but he's
We
been
used-
waiting a
yeah,
while for
and
this.
I used the freeze method. So we moved the mylar and then took extra time to take off all the gunk underneath.
That's right. So in other words, we use the freeze spray. It freezes the mylar, and we didn't think it was going to work, but boy, does it work terrific. Nothing came up off the playfield. Not one tiny even drop of paint.
Looks pretty good. to
Nothing.
me.
The playfield now has this gorgeous shine. The only touch-up we did is down here where the flippers were, where the clumsy clodhopper who had the machine before had wide flipper rubbers. So it was only a little wear we just had to do a little touch-up on. So, boy, it looks terrific. I see you got red here, red.
Yep, red back here.
Oh,
It's back
And
here.
I think we pointed this out before. Gottlieb had an update. See how I got the locker. Gottlieb had an update. I don't know if I did this in the other video, but I'm going to show you again. It came shipped with the factory with 5195 coils here and here, and then a coil that starts with 16. It's a 5-digit code here. Well, after you play the game for like an hour or two, that harpoon shot just didn't have enough gumption to get it around the corner. So Gottlieb's repair was simple. Take this coil out and this coil out and just switch them. So the 5195 is now here, which has a lot more power, and the 16570, that's what it is. But I'm looking at the number, is here. So
That was his pants on.
and
Circus is in town. Get new pants. Left over tent.
while they're under here, we have all new lights, obviously. We also refloat solder. Oh, I want to show you something. We actually left this switch undone. Tony, bring over one of the dildo erasers real quick.
Big one?
Yes, the big one. These are fiberglass erasers. As a matter of fact, I just ordered more of them. These are terrific. This big one sells for $40. It's a place in New York. And then the smaller ones sell for $20 with refills. But I left this way on turbo. I said, leave the switch. Gottlieb has a number of these micro switches, the large ones, not the small ones, that have these plugs on them. Now watch. Oh, you know what? I'm going to make this quick. It's a TODD'S tip. Okay, good. See, I get official recognition. You unplug it like that, and you can see it's tarnished. Do you see that brown or black color there? And then you do this to it, and you get it shiny. Okay, you do not have to do the gold ones, just the silver one. Because we found that these become a little bit intermittent. So by simply doing that, it takes all the trouble out. Look at it around your game and see if there's any of those big micro switches. Usually, let's see, I thought we had one more on this duck kicker. Is there one more? Yeah, there's one right here. So you'd want to do it on that one too. You burnish just the silver leg. You do not have to burnish the gold one, just the silver one. And baby, you solve all the intermittent problems on that switch. God, that drove us nuts until we figured out what it was. So if you have intermittent problems where the game seems to lose track of balls, it's because of that contact. Now we also put new end of stroke switches on. Steve Young sells those competitive products. Marco, everybody sells them. But Steve Young's the only one that sells the plunger and link. The brand new fiber link in here, so the flipper's got full power. He also sells the correct size coil sleeve for Gottlieb flipper coils. Remember, their flipper coils are between the regular size and the Williams big ones. It's like right in between. So you can always shave down another flipper coil, but what? Just put the right one in. Also, you already know you have to put new sleeves in the up kickers. And Steve Young also has the springs to reset them, just so you know that. Usually the springs have pulled out. You know what, in your house, it's never going to give you a problem again. You do it right the first time and then you're fine. You don't have to fiddle with it ever again. Let's see, did we cover everything? I think we did. T-bolting here. We also, of course, we did our LEDs in the back. Why isn't that opening? Come on up there, baby. There we go. We have our lithium battery now. The original cell was actually still good. We couldn't believe it. Gosh, when was this? 94, and that lithium battery was still good. 20 years later, we changed it. We put in a new lithium battery with a holder, and that's a common battery cell. So our customer who's getting this all the way on the other side of the world will be able to buy a new cell for it. If you can't find one in the local drugstore, you can definitely purchase one from a local eBay auction or something. You can get great deals in those. Pretty much everywhere. We have the yellow T molding. Oh, cabinet, and we're done. Can you swing around and show the cabinet? Terrific looking. This is going to get packed on an overseas skid so we can ship it. If you ship anything out of the United States, doesn't count, Canada doesn't count. You have to put it on something called an overseas pallet. It's heat treated and it has a special stamp on the wood, meaning the wood's been treated for vermin. If it gets to the port and they can't find the heat treated seal, they're going to send it back. So if you ship anything overseas, you got to put it on a heat treated pallet. Don't have that kind of problem. Anyway, and lastly, and then we're done. The barrel spring here is brand new. They always are fouled up. I'm going to show you. Look right over here. Well, this one's really old. Here's the Stellar Wars we're working on. See, look at that. Awful. Just ugly. The Stellar Wars came in, and the transformer, this is an overhaul. The transformer had actually melted. I can count on one hand how many transformers in old Williams have gone bad in all these years. And something shorted out on this power supply. There's no fuses between here and up in here, so there's nothing to blow. So when even if that fuse is gone, there's a dead short, and it blew this up. So I got that out of the head of a junk Gorgar, and we had to do some retrofitting and changing in the connectors, but now it's in there. So our customer's going to get his Stellar Wars back. As you can see, Jason took everything off the playfield too. So this is coming along very nicely. We think our customer's going to be very happy. Steven will be back soon. We're hoping he'll be back by Saturday, and then he'll start to work on this baby. So Stellar Wars is on its way, and look, another game. You know what this game is called? It's called... No, it isn't. It's Caribbean Cruise. I just had to squeeze that in. Just had to. Yes, this is coming. Another one of these is going out. Tony, are we done?
Sure.
I think we are. You've all seen how these play. I've got so many videos up there now. You can take a quick peek. And isn't that amazing? 45 of these now. This is number 45. Good. Thank you, Frank. And we have more videos coming tomorrow. Good night. Now get out!